Hello everyone, welcome to the day 26 of 100 Days of SQL Challenge, and today we are solving a bit medium or a bit more difficult level question, the blunder from HackerRank. So let's see what is the question. Samantha was tasked with calculating the average monthly salaries of all employees in the employees table, but did not realize her keyboard's zero key was broken until after completing the calculation. She wants your help finding the difference between her miscalculation using salaries with any zeros removed and the actual average salary. Write a query calculating the amount of error actual minus miscalculated average monthly salary and round it up to the next integer. So this is the employees table. It has ID, name and salary. Okay. The table below shows the salaries without zeros as they were entered by Samantha. Okay, she has entered the salaries without zero. Okay, Samantha computes the average salary of 98. The actual average salary is 2159. So 2159 minus this 98 is equal to 2061. So this is the output. Okay. So one is without zero and one is with zero. So we'll just have this actual salary minus the salary without zeros because she has entered the salaries without zeros. Okay. So select. So we want average, right? So average of the normal salary, okay, and minus the average of the salary, but the salary has zero, right? We need to remove the zero because she had removed it and calculated. So to get that sum we need to remove the zero, and but this is a number, so we can use replace function. What does replace function do? It takes three parameters. The first one is the string or whatever, the value from where we have to substitute or replace the values, and then we'll give what value to be replaced, and then we give with what value. Sorry, I think I have confused you. So here let me see. Samaya is the string. Okay, from this Samaya string, what I want to do, I want to replace A, right? I want to replace A with what? Maybe U. Okay, so let's replace A with U. So what it will do, what output does it give? I'll show you what output it will give. It will give SUMUY. Okay, so wherever the A is there, it is replaced with U. I hope you understood the replace function now. So let's start. Select, we want, and also they have given and round it up to the next integer. Okay, so okay, so let's average of, select from, we'll write it first, from employees. Okay, we want average salary minus what? Minus average salary only, but salary must be replaced with the zeros, right? Replace salary 0 with nothing. Then we want its, let's run and see. Okay, so you see we are getting this operand data type where char is invalid for average. When we use replace function, the salary, which is number, that is going to get converted into string here. So now once it is converted into string, we can't remove average. Average is the function on numbers, right? That's why we have to convert this string to a number. Either it may be integer or it may be floating point, decimals. But here, as we can see, they have used decimal points, so we'll just convert it into decimals. Cast is the function that converts the given value into any integer, decimal, like that. So what it takes, cast as the value as float. Okay, so we'll do it for this as well. Cast salary as float, because we want, as you can see how they've calculated here with the points, right? So we have casted here, sorry, okay, so this is what it is. Now what we've done here, we've converted both the salaries into float, and then we've taken average of both after replacement. So let's see. Okay, I think this is the closing bracket. This does not have a closing bracket. So let's have one more closing bracket. Perfect. We are getting a decimal value. Fine. But now what I've told us, we want the answer in the rounded up into the next integer. So we have to now round it to the next integer. If we round it, we'll get it to the nearest integer. But we have one more function called as clink in MS SQL Server that will round it up to the next integer. Okay, so we'll use that function here. Clink. Okay, done. But now, even after we have sealed, it will give that 0.00. I think I've missed the spelling. Let me check. SEILING. SEI, sorry. ING. I think this is correct now. Perfect. But now, even after we have converted, we have written clink, it is giving us 0.0, right? So now we want it to be casted to integer, because we want an integer output, right? So now let's cast it as int. Perfect. So let's run it. Perfect. I hope you have understood it. It was a bit complicating and we have used a lot of functions here, that is cast, clink, replace, average. It's a bit tricky question. So what we've done, I'll explain you once. The salary we've got is a numeric value, but to replace, when we use a replace function on it, it becomes a string value, because of which we can't apply average function on it, because we cannot apply average function on a string, we have to apply it on a number. So because we had converted it into string, now we'll convert it into a float, because as we see here they have used floating values. So we'll use a cast function that will convert the string into a floating point value. Then we converted both of the salaries to floating point values. Then we took average of it and we just subtracted it. And what they have told us, we have to round it to the next integer. For rounding it to the next integer, we should use ceiling function. If we use round function, it will round down to the nearest integer. Okay. Then once this is done, we again casted it to integer because the output we wanted was in integer. So this was a bit tricky question. I hope you understood, but it was very simple. We are just using small, very simple functions like average, cast, and replace. So keep practicing, and we'll meet you in the next video with the next question. Until then, keep practicing. Bye bye.